You just explained your entire project to your AI assistant. The tech stack, the goals, the constraints, the quirks, and it took you about 20 minutes maybe, and then you close the tab, or you want to continue tomorrow and you close your IDE or something, and then tomorrow you open up, your IDE or a new session, and it's like, hello, how can I help you today? Amnesia. So every day you start from zero, every day you repeat yourself, every conversation is a fresh slate for an AI that could be, exponentially more useful if only it remembered. So yeah, that stops today. Hey guys, welcome back to GeekJ, where we make tech tutorials and gaming simpler and better. So I'm John, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're delving back into AI instead of game optimizations and app scaler that we normally do on this channel, but my second passion as of late is AI, basically, not the Microsoft way. Good AI, okay? I promise. So yeah, instead we're deep diving into a tool I actually built myself. It's a tool I use every single day when working with AI agents like Claude, Gemini, OpenCode. Doesn't really matter. A tool that, quite frankly, has changed the way I interact with AI entirely. I have the flexibility to continue working on the same stuff independently of what I'm using at that moment. Is it anti-gravity and I'm using like extensions on there and I'm doing some coding, and then I want to do some coding with OpenCode? I just open up OpenCode, not inside anti-gravity by the way, and it will have the same exact memories. So this tool is called ContextKeep, and version 1.2, codenamed Obsidian Lab, just launched. ContextKeep is a standalone AI memory server. It gives any MCP compatible AI agent, it could be Claude, Cursor, Gemini, anti-gravity, you name it, a persistent, searchable brain. So instead of your AI forgetting everything the moment a session ends, it actually remembers. And in this video, I'm going to try to show you what's new in version 1.2, why this thing is genuinely helpful, how to install it in about 10 minutes, and then I'll do a live demo of it in action. It's going to be talking to me right here in anti-gravity, my AI coding IDE assistant. And yeah, let's get to it. So basically, every AI assistant you use operates within what's called a context window. And you can think of it as a short-term memory. For the duration of a single conversation, the AI knows everything you've said. But the moment that conversation ends, or the context window is used up, everything is gone. It's wiped. It doesn't count anymore. And even if we take into consideration really big context windows like the recent Gemini releases, they have 1 million context window. So it's considered pretty big, but the moment that is finished, everything is wiped basically. So for casual use, that's fine. Like if you don't do any development or you don't have any big projects and you just ask your AI daily through a web interface or something, some question you need some help with, some simple research, that's going to be fine. Like you will never use up that context. But for any other use, which gets to be more serious use, if you're using it basically for actual work like development or even content creation, research, long-running projects, re-explaining yourself every single day is absolutely brutal. And it's not even every single day, it's going to be every single prompt. And here's the other side of the coin. Context windows aren't infinite, as I mentioned earlier. And the more you pack into one conversation, the slower and more expensive and potentially less accurate the responses get. So every giant system prompt you paste at the start of a chat is eating tokens, which is money if you're on a paid API basically. Or even if you have a paid plan, like a subscription, there is still a context. So basically what I'm trying to say is you're either going to run out or you're going to have, huge charges on your credit card or whatever payment method you have set up. ContextKeep solves both of these problems in one shot. It is an MCP server that stands for Model Context Protocol. It's an open startup that was created by Anthropic, the guys behind Claude, and it sits on your machine, or in my case, on my home lab server. And it basically gives AI agents tools to write, search, retrieve memories on demand. So no pasting, no repeating, and no context bloat, basically. The AI pulls exactly what it needs when it needs it. So some of you might ask what's new in version 1.2, and let me walk you through what I've built for this release, because this one is genuinely kind of packed. And this is the first time I'm creating any kind of content about ContextKeep, because I believe that the first few iterations were not working that great. It was solving my problems partially, but not completely. But especially for the first feature that I added this time, the memory index protocol specifically, it's like a brand new fifth MCP tool called list all memories that we added. So here was the problem before version 1.2. When an AI agent needed to find a specific memory, say my PC specs, it would call search memories with a query. Simple enough. But the problem with search memories is that it was using basic substring matching. So if the memory title said something like personal system specification instead of PC specs, the search would return nothing, and the AI would either give up, or if the model was smart enough, it would ask you if you wanted to make a wider search, and it would again search for terms, specific terms. So that meant the memory might as well not exist. It would create even more token creation and more back and forth instead of solving the problem. So I wasn't very satisfied with that. It was causing real issues, and agents would fail to retrieve memories, and they would try to fall back to their own memories that all of these systems like anti-gravity and Claude Code and a lot of other stuff have for themselves built in. And the whole point of the system was kind of undermined. So with version 1.2, I introduced this list all memories new tool, and you call it, it returns a complete directory, every single memory in the system with its exact key, title, tags, and last updated timestamp in a single call. And then you can use the exact key to retrieve it. So it's like 2 reliable calls, and it's 100% deterministic every time. We call this the memory index protocol, and it's now the mandatory retrieval standard baked into all of my agent directive files across my entire AI setup, and it has been flawless so far. Now, feature 2, the Obsidian Lab UI redesign. So the web dashboard got a complete overhaul, basically. The old was functional, but this one is beautiful in my opinion. The new aesthetic is what I'm calling Obsidian Lab, basically, because of the color scheme. Think of it as a premium developer tool, not generic SaaS. It has a deep near void black background, and it's paired with electric cyan accents that appear, intentionally, not just splattered everywhere. So as you can see, grid view, which is the view we're watching right now on screen, it shows tag chips. As you can see over here, these violet pill elements that let you understand a memories category at a glance. Each card also has a character count badge, so you instantly know whether a memory is a quick note or a comprehensive document, basically. jet range mono is used for memory keys, so they're instantly distinguishable from a regular text. Sorry, my designer background kind of spills out. The calendar view now has full month navigation forward and back, as you can see over here. I also stripped out the recent memory sidebar that was sitting on the right side, and it was squeezing the layout completely. It was kind of useless. I never used it, even though in the beginning I thought I would use it. So it's cleaner and a lot more focused. And yes, you can click on any of these memories and, view them. The header also now shows a live memory count, and right now I'm sitting at 169 nice memories stored in this system, and that's context I carry into every single AI session without ever having to paste anything and without it ever immediately counting as context, because I have to call it first and then it will be injected into that conversation's context. We also have a list, obviously, and yeah, you can obviously search for a memory as well while you are in the web UI. So if I search for OpenClaw, for example, I will always get memories regarding OpenClaw alone. One of the things that made version 1.2 a real project, not just a UI update, was the directive propagation. Every agent I work with has a config file that tells it how to behave, and I went through all of them across multiple projects and injected the new memory index protocol section into all of them. Every agent now knows list first, retrieve second. It's baked in. And by the way, you don't have to manually do it if you have multiple config files. You can instruct your AI agent to do it for you. So now let's get practical. Installation is 3 steps basically. Scroll down over here and you can find the installation instructions. There are some prerequisites. So step 1, you have to clone the repo. You can find the command over here. Then you just go to that directory that was just created. Then step 2, you just run the installer. On Linux or Mac OS, Python 3 install.py or py, and on Windows just python install.py. And the install creates basically a virtual environment and installs the 2 required dependencies, Flask and MCP, and generates a ready-to-use mcp_config.json. And then step 3, you just copy that config into your AI client. I do have some examples over here because some systems and IDEs or CLI clients will prefer one way or the other. So you can try all 3 of these methods. So there's a local method, there is the SSH if you have a home lab, and then there's the SSC, which is the HTTP mode. And this is basically ideal for open code, web apps, and clients that basically prefer HTTP transfer. But yeah, ContextKeep supports all 3 of these connection methods. So local stdio for Claude desktop and cursor, remote SSH if you're running it on a home lab or Raspberry Pi like I am, or SSE mode over HTTP for open code or any web-based client. The example config on the repo covers all 3. And by the way, if you're on Linux, there is an install_services.sh that makes both the MCP server and web UI run as persistent systemd services that start automatically on boot. So MCP server will be on port 5100 and the web UI is on port 5000. And basically that's it. Once connected, your AI agents have all 5 MCP tools available: store memory, retrieve memory, search memories, list recent memories, and the new list all memories. All right, live demo time. I'm on Anti-Gravity right now, my AI coding assistant basically. It's my favorite IDE so far. And I do have ContextKeep connected via SSH to my home lab. And I want you to watch what happens when I ask something that requires context. And let's ask it, what are my PC specs? Okay. What are my PC specs? You see that? It called list all memories, browse the directory, found the key GeekJ _personal setup master, and pull my complete setup in one shot. No system prompt, no copy pasting. That information lives in ContextKeep permanently and is available across every session, every project, every tool. Now, to give you another example, we're on the same computer as you can see over here, and I'm just going to connect to my home lab. And then I'm going to run OpenCode. Okay, it's a brand new session over here. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. We have one MCP server running, which is, if we go to MCPs, it's ContextKeep, as you can see over here. And then I can ask the exact same question. What are my PC specs? And as you can see over here, it has listed everything, and it did find the key GeekJ _personal setup master, and it basically followed the exact same workflow. This is the complete answer. As you can see over here, it has data for all of my hardware because we have discussed this a lot with my AI agents. And yeah, I can ask it about a project we worked on weeks ago, and it pulls up the exact state we left things in. And it's basically context continuity, and that is the goal, without breaking the bank and without having to pull all the context of everything every time into your current conversation, because that will just kill your context, even if it's 1 million. Also, a quick note on the philosophy. A lot of AI memory tools exist that are cloud-based. And what that means is that your data lives on someone else's server. It potentially gets used to train models, you have zero control over it, then maybe that service, you don't know when, maybe they will decide they will discontinue the service they are offering right now, or raise prices, or, you have zero control over your own data. And once you're locked into one of those systems and rely on some company to keep on their word, especially in the day and age we live right now, I think it's something that people shouldn't do, especially with their data. So that's why I created ContextKeep to be 100% local. Your memories are plain JSON files on your own machine or your own home lab. They are human readable, and if you don't want to go digging into your files and finding the JSON files that the memories create, that's why I created the web UI, and you can read those memories by yourself. You can correct wrong memory, maybe. You can view them. You can add new memories by yourself directly into the system. Not only human readable, but it's trivially backed up. There are no subscriptions, no APIs, no surveillance. Your AI's memory is yours. And there's a big practical upside to plain JSON files that people often dismiss, but it's portability. Basically, I can share memories between systems, mount them over a network share. I can back them up to multiple different, let's say, hard drives in different locations, so those memories are always going to be there. You can even inspect them with a plain text editor. You don't need a markdown, reader or editor, and there's no database lock-in whatsoever. A few things are on the backlog still for upcoming releases, like tag editing from the web UI, calendar improvements so it scrolls to months that actually have memories, pagination for when your memory count really scales up. And if you have feature requests, GitHub issues is the place I'm actively building on this between my GeekJ videos. Basically, I have 2 other projects. We have done some videos on them, but yeah, this is a brand new release, and I would love to get your guys' feedback and how ContextKeep works for you. If you've been struggling with AI amnesia, re-explaining yourself to Claude, Gemini, or Cursor every single session, ContextKeep version 1.2 is the fix, or at least it was for me. It's free, it's open source, you can use it however you like. It's on GitHub, and I'll have a link in the description below. And it takes about 10 minutes to set up, if even that. So if this helped you build a smarter AI workflow, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a GeekJ video. If you want to take it further, consider joining the GeekJ squad for early access and exclusive perks like shoutouts. Consider donating or drop a super thanks if you're feeling generous. Massive shout out to my channel architects, Paris SCR and Costas Dadi, and to Tony for your huge donation. Like, I really appreciate it, man. You're all absolute legends. Drop your questions in the comments below. I read every single one of them. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.